The man who succeeded Pastor in Congress, District 7 Representative Ruben Gallego, called Pastor a legend, a trailblazer, and a tireless advocate for Arizonans. In a statement, Gallego wrote, "Congressman Pastor dedicated his career to protecting the civil rights of every American and making the American dream accessible to everyone, including the most vulnerable in our society. His legacy will live on in the transportation projects he championed, the legislation he authored, the working families he helped, and a generation he inspired." Reporter Charlene Santiago is tracking more reaction tonight in Washington.
Ed was just one of those really go-to persons. He was really a good person to work with.
A congressional leader who worked across the aisle and always thinking about his commitment to his constituents.
I think my accomplishments were I help individuals.
And his help included mentoring his fellow Arizona representatives.
He was very helpful to me, was a great mentor to me coming into this Congress when I did.
In 2014, Cronkite News sat down with Pastor after he announced his retirement. And as he looked back at his journey in Washington, Pastor said serving others was his greatest commitment.
If you go to a family whose dad was not deported, that was a great accomplishment. The thousands of people that I helped become citizens, that's a great accomplishment.
In the eyes of New York Congresswoman Nidia Velázquez, what stood out the most about her former colleague was that he was willing to challenge the norm.
A Latino who represented not only his district, but that worked very hard to push forward a progressive agenda when that was unpopular.
Pastor served as chairman of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus from 1994 to 1996, but his dedication went beyond his leadership in the caucus.
He was a friend who worked closely with me when I was the chair of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus in passing, in getting Sonia Sotomayor's support to the Supreme Court.
His friends and colleagues say Pastor succeeded because he was also willing to work across the aisle, something they say is lacking in Washington.
You can't get things done by attacking other members. You have to work together to get things done. And that's the way our system of government is set up, and Ed Pastor truly understood that.
He's going to be missed, and his contributions to Arizona and the country as a whole are immense.
In Washington, Charlene Santiago, Cronkite News.